Hey, what's up, Moto Buddies? Mike here from Taco Moto Co. We have a little micro tech tip for you. This is a 17 through 19 KTM seat. And you'll notice we had to do a little bit of surgery on here, some adjusting. Let me show you why you might need to do that. The seat has to fit underneath the gas tank right here. So the front of the seat locks into the gas tank. And this is a stock gas tank, but this is an aftermarket seat. And we've got stock plastics on here, but we've done a few things like add this Pro Motability end cap, or Pro Motability rack back here, which has changed the fitment a little bit of some of the plastics. So the adjustments have been modified slightly. And for that reason, this seat had a fitment issue where a bolt here, this bolt lines up, this nut here rather, this brass insert lines up, and that bolt there secures it. Here you can see this bolt on the other side. And because of that, the seat was just back ever so much that you couldn't line these up. And so the solution to that, if this happens, is to grind a little bit away, a little bit of the material. So this seat had about 1/4 of an inch extra here on the front, and then we took away about 1/4 of an inch here. We made a little notch. And by making these changes here, that allows the seat then to slot underneath this fuel tank area. So this face here is accommodated by that notch, and then up here at the top, that stop there on the tank was accommodated by this notch here. So you probably only need to do this in extreme situations like we encountered, and you could just take a Dremel and do that. It's not that big of a deal, and it doesn't affect the integrity of the seat. You haven't weakened any part of the seat that will affect its life and usability. And then one other thing that you might encounter is this little nub up here at the top of the tank, and where the seat here mounts into it. We added a washer underneath that. So that might be something you may have to do as well. It's gonna be difficult to see because it wasn't that thick, but I've seen instances where you have to stack a couple of washers underneath that to get this to come up in there. And I've also heard where riders have had to take a Dremel and grind a little bit of this U to make it a little bit deeper so that fits. So I guess the point of this is don't be afraid if your seat doesn't fit very well. You might have to get a Dremel and do a little bit of modifying to get it to fit. But after those mods, this thing now slides in. It goes in just like it should. Everything mounts, and then these bolt holes line up really well. So hopefully that might help somebody out there who's having some challenging times getting their seat on. Like, subscribe, go out, get some adventure.